Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is July 9th, 2025, 6:46 p.m. We are just south of York in beautiful Jacobus, Pennsylvania. We have less than 5 minutes left. I just finished a devastating workout. When you trade all your strength for intelligence, even one plate will devastate you. But here we are. This is the game engine. I've been working on it for the past entire year. We have a little skybox on every face of the skybox. I'm just experimenting with different shaders. This is my favorite one. It's just simplex noise. Like I generate a 3D volume, like a cloud of noise, and I push it through this quad every tick. That's how you're seeing it ripple. Anyway, here's a UI system. Let me just reset this. What I wanted to show off is perlin noise. This is perlin noise. That's what you're seeing right now. It's just white noise, but if you zoom in enough, it looks kind of coherent. That's how you get organic-looking patterns. It was made by Ken Perlin for the movie Tron in the 80s. It's been updated several times since then, but this is just the basic incarnation of it. We'll go to another one. Like, it looks all blurry right now because I'm sampling at different rates. And of course, that one is broken. Let's go to fractal Brownian motion. I'm stacking multiple octaves of perlin noise on top of itself. But now I'll show off like how it scales. Like when I zoom out, you can see that it looks like basically like white noise. And if I start sampling it at a higher level, it'll start to chug really, really bad because it's so expensive to generate. I'm generating it like for every single pixel in this 512 by 512 texture, and then I'm drawing that texture multiple times in my UI system. One thing I didn't like about IMGUI, the library that you can download for engines, is that it has sliders. I don't think it has vertical sliders. It probably does, but like you can't reset them easily. But you know, if you hard code everything, if you write everything from scratch, you could just code it my own way. So I just right click it and snaps back to normal. I'm wasting time. Anyway, this is fractal Brownian motion. It kind of looks like a cloud now. You can see we can kind of scroll it in other directions. We can make the Y, the Z variable. We can even use it to generate terrain. Like I'll raise the water level, and you can see that, hey, look at that. It's like we have little islands now. It's pretty cool, right? I can zoom in. We can generate like little islands, little terrain. I can even save it. It's like a perfectly tiled, it's a tiling texture. You can like make a map out of it or something. I'll save the bitmap for it. And then if I go to my files, I can never find it in time. Gotta drag it down here. Look, that's the texture that we just saved. Pretty cool, right? The next thing that you can do is domain warping, where I put in coordinates for noise, I get out like a value, and then I push that value back in like several times back and forth. And it's called domain warping, and it really distorts your textures. And I can sample it more finely, but you see that it's so expensive. We're doing this 262,144 times every single frame, and when I like decrease the resolution, it just starts to chug. So you know, I can keep going down, but that's probably the most I'll do, and then I can like scroll the Z. Oh, we're actually zoomed in on the. We zoomed in a little bit so it doesn't tile. Yeah, now so we'll kind of vary it over time. Let me speed it up and just drag around. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, right? So that's what you can do with domain warping. I can save this as a little texture. Let me just back out of these. Blah, blah, blah. Let me open up another bitmap. Hey, look, it's another perfectly tiling texture. It looks pretty deep fried, but we can generate some pretty cool stuff with this. So next, what you can do is you get a value back for every coordinate, like every x, y coordinate. It's just a floating point. It's just a single value, but you can take the sine and the cosine of that and get a vector that points in a random direction. And you kind of get a vector field, a two-dimensional vector field with that. And you can do a lot of stuff with it, like generate a bunch of particles and make them flow around that vector field, right? It looks pretty cool. And then you can even, I'm just redrawing the texture over top of these every single frame. But if you stop doing that, they can generate cool little trails. Look at that. That's so cool. This is the coolest thing I've done yet. It kind of looks like, if I got the pastel coloring right, it could look like a bunch of Van Gogh swirls. So the stuff you can do with perlin noise is truly endless. We only have 46 seconds left. Oh my God. So anyway, here we are. Oh God, we're running out of time. No. No. So we have a guy. Anyway, just do some cool stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? I'm just generating.